Hello, myself Sunil Ramakrishna. Very well. We are discussing another topic that is integration. Integration. We are discussing another topic that is India account. And India account basically we are discussing another topic that is SBI account. Amazon account. After 2 days, big earthquake is going to come in India. That topic actually we are discussing. So just a minute. So this topic actually we are discussing. In this basically we discussed that the lava data basically is creating the future data basically. In that, basically, we discussed that 100 crore child which is going to come. In that child, basically, which is going to come, that data is already prepared, basically. That means, for example, I will take one example. 10 crore people basically are going to become doctor from that 100 crore. So that data basically is already prepared, basically. That 10 crore, the 10 crore doctor basically has prepared their data basically in that planet, basically. So from 100 crore, 10 crore will be the doctor only basically. 2 crore will be the software professional basically. So in reason, there basically the 2 crore software professional basically has created. That's why basically. So one of the person told that this is basically, yeah, this seems to be very dangerous thing basically. Yeah. This seems to be magical and basically in universe basically each magic is very dangerous basically. Very dangerous basically because it's directly connecting to the next level of some changes basically. So to do anything basically I will tell basically that in city basically if you are creating small house also na, basically that is also very dangerous basically. That is also now basically I seen that basically after this whole video basically I feel that basically if you are creating one small house also basically na, that is also very dangerous. So one of the person told that you basically went to Mumbai basically, right? There basically you have not got the job. Then Sunil Arnar basically told that yes, basically I have not got the job. So that topic basically we are going to discuss basically why Sunil Arnar basically not got job in Mumbai city. So that is the topic basically. So here topic again back to from personal to professional topic. That is 100 crore child is going to happen. 100 crore child is already prepared. They basically converted into child also young stage converted into that stage of the child birth basically converted into young then basically old age then basically it has converted into death also basically. So that basically is already prepared. That data, the energy basically is going to come to Earth planet, and that basically came long before basically. The process has started long before basically. So one of the person told that just a minute, you are not getting job. Is it basically connected to this chain basically? Then one of the person told that that means somebody from Earth planet basically is doing this everything basically, and he basically might not be sitting at one place basically. He might be sometime basically he might be in Pakistan, sometime basically he might be in Iran, sometime basically he might be in the Ukraine basically where the war is happening, sometime basically he might be in Russia where the war is happening, sometime basically he might be in US where the war is happening. Sorry, in US basically war is not started. In basically Europe basically, then basically the Italy there also war has not started. So he might be moving here and there basically. Sometimes basically he moves to Mumbai also. So he keeps on moving basically. So one of the person told that how basically this you tracked Sunil basically. How you tracked this basically. So just a minute. How basically you tracked this basically. because it's very dangerous to track basically. So that also basically we are going to discuss how Sunilar Nair tracked this. So here the one of the topic is human brain basically is getting control. Human brain basically that is controlled, and that basically they have already done basically. They have already done, and in that basically lots of people says that 24 hours basically whatever the thing basically he's going to do, that is already decided basically by sort of groups. For example, you are in company, so company decides your task basically, what your brain is going to do. Then one of the person told that if company is deciding your task basically, right? Then that basically the planet basically which has decided his entire life basically till death basically what he is going to do. That is little bit more upper basically. Company is just one part basically. Then one of the person told that when this 10 crore project was created, that time basically what was the situation basically of that planet basically. There might be many options basically. One option, entire creation basically might have done there, and the entire creation means till death basically the data has been prepared and it has sent to Earth planet, and that is the basically energy for the 10 crore people. That is one thing basically. Another thing is there also basically the process basically might be ongoing, and as the process is ongoing, the data basically is getting passed to Earth planet. That might be the one of the situation basically, but mostly the situation basically will be what basically, because 10 crore project basically they are just doing basically for the child preparation, and still basically they have not started the child preparation basically, and that planet basically they have given that child birth young basically stage also basically passed, and then basically he become to old stage, and then basically that group basically died also basically. That is 100 crore. So they have already done basically. After that only mostly basically this process basically starts. Because there it's 100%. So mostly this is the only the procedure basically. There everything basically is done. After that basically the data is getting dumped to Earth planet, and 10 crore project basically gets starts. And then basically the child creation process starts. After that 100 crore child will happen, and here basically the process of the 100 crore child, 10 crore doctors, 1 2 crore software professionals, like this the process basically starts of each and every child. So just a minute. So one of the person told that yeah, basically the world is very, that means if you create one single house also, that is also very dangerous nowadays basically. Up to what level the group basically who are the talati group, talati means who basically signs the land basically for preparation of commercial complex, for preparation of buildings, how dangerous task basically they are doing. They know that basically they are doing the most dangerous task basically in the universe, not on the earth planet, universe up to. So that's very dangerous task basically I'm telling you basically. So be very carefully basically if you are doing, if you are signing any of the document basically. Because to create one house also, that is also very dangerous. So that's why basically I had taken in the next video that each and every buildings basically when it gets created, for example 35 building basically which is getting created, going to create, their energy basically are dumped into the human bodies, and then basically they are processed, medicine are taken, processed, medicine are taken, processed, medicine are taken. Like this, basically, each and every things basically is happening. So one of the person told that process happening, medicine take, process happening, medicine take, process is happening, medicines are basically take. Like this, basically, just a minute. So one of the person told that that means there are many software companies basically who are into this business basically. And this has actually is a one business basically that you can say. The building creation basically has converted into one business basically. Because without any confirmation, basically you can't create a single building here basically. Not building basically single house basically. If you have done this everything basically, then this is the biggest mistake basically you have done. But then also basically season departments are there basically. That is not supposed to worry basically. Lots of people say that यार मैं तो 100 building बना दिया basically. I have created hundred buildings basically without doing this basically procedure which is told by Sunil. But there is no basically worry basically. Why? Because season data are basically there. That will modify everything. But that is also very dangerous, na basically. You are modifying the entire house, entire building basically. That's very risky basically. So instead of when creation the building basically that time only basically if you create the everything basically perfectly, that is the best thing basically. So that's very dangerous. So few people basically tells that you are telling that basically right. So that planet basically is giving the idea what is this person is supposed to do. 10 crore child, 10 crore doctor is going to happen. So this basically everything the world which is created, the world basically which you see basically, that is what basically. One person from satellite basically asked the question. We are the upper level, but you have created everything basically. Sunil, that you see basically. 10 crore doctors is going to become 10 crore child is going to become doctor. For that basically the doctor books are MBBS books. That books areas are created. MBA. For MBA basically 1,000 buildings are created. That means we are the upper level that we know. But you have taken the data and you have created everything with it. That is one thing. That is one thing. And another thing is, one of the person told that this is one chain basically, right? That planet, nuclear power company, energy company, this everything is one chain. And MBA creation basically that is 1,000 buildings. MBBS creation 1,000 buildings. This is one chain. And then basically the Microsoft like company basically comes. They basically sets the 1,000 building environment. MBBS group basically dumps the data near the building. According to the reading of the book, the data basically enters into the body. That is one thing. That basically it's a normal thing basically. If you are watching this video, that is a normal thing. Just a minute. So this seems to be normal, but it's very dangerous process. Basically. We have just explained in few sentences basically, but it's a very dangerous process. Basically. So one person told that the planet basically which is giving all types of data basically that is already created in the planet basically. That means somebody told that basically that 100 crore child is going to die. That die data, that is the death data is also basically you have created. Then one of the person told that yes, basically we have created. But that is very sensitive area. The death the data basically which is getting passed to each and every 100 crore child basically, that is very sensitive data basically. So when the sensitive data basically comes, then basically the high tight security also comes because to enter that area basically is also very dangerous thing basically. because from there basically the death data are basically getting passed. One person told that basically from satellite basically one of the person told. There is one area basically called Gorwa. There basically one energy basically companies basically there. If that will get blast, whole world is going to get affected. After this word basically the USA basically started investigating the entire Gorwa basically. Where is that company? So that basically we have already discussed. That we have already discussed. So here the thing is, one person told that the planet basically is passing the data, right? The Earth planet which is created, that is created on the base of that only. That means the 100 crore child which is happened, they are going to die one day. For that basically the death data is also prepared. That is also one thing. So here one of the person told that why the chip has created here basically. Because everything is happening automatically only. Then why that chip has prepared? Then one of the person told that there are two types of stuff basically that happens. First, we will see the coding side basically in the normal uh, software programming basically. In software programming, basically there are two types of coding. One is basically the Adhar coding. That means basically some variable declared here, some code basically written here, some code written there. This that basically that is Adhar coding. Another is modular coding. Basically. Modular coding means everything is basically written in procedure and function. Basically. Not a single thing basically is written outside the procedure and function. That is basically the modular coding. So currently the chip preparation basically that is the modular coding, but that is very dangerous basically. Why? Because you have the control of entire human body, and that is basically very dangerous. And currently also lots of people basically is having the control. For example, your head is basically getting pain. That means somebody has controlled your brain basically. Your eye basically is getting pain. That means somebody has controlled your eye. Some energy basically. And that is basically done physically. That is basically automatically nothing happens basically. Because it might possible that that head pain, that eye pain basically convert into very big problem basically. So if that problem will occur basically, and if he is connected with the satellite group that time only, then that is going to affect very badly in the Earth planet. And where the person basically staying, that area basically is going to destroy. Plus the people who are controlling, for example, one person basically has got head pain and eye pain basically, and he is connected with the satellite, and somebody group basically are from Mumbai basically is controlling his eye pain and head pain basically. That means they are giving the head pain and eye pain. So Vadodara city is going to affect basically badly, but Mumbai city will affect more badly basically. So that's why basically the each and every energies are basically taken very dangerously. So the chip process basically somebody has done basically, that is no issue basically, but that is very dangerous. That is very dangerous. So the world which is created basically, that is what basically that planet basically has settled 100 crore child age, young age, and death, old age, and that basically the death age. That data basically is dumped in the Earth planet, and that basically somebody has created basically. So one of the person told that one generation basically up to 100 year basically is over. Then basically what about the another generation which is going to happen? Then basically you are going to finish that city and basically you are going to create again basically city. Sorry, countries. How basically this works basically? That is the question, basically. Because in this world basically there are many people basically whose age are 80,000, 1 lakh. You will not able to believe that. So that group basically how that might be controlling you. So one few people told that basically the child basically which are getting, for example, one person basically his age is 35, he is getting energy. So he might be getting energy from that 1 lakh year age person only. So that 1 lakh year age person basically is filtering the data to that particular person. Then only basically he is getting the energy basically. So up to what level the filtration is the see up to what level the filtration is basically there. Same way the planet basically, which is creating the ideas and the age is people that this 100 crore child is going to do this, that basically after that basically they are going to become young, then basically they are going to become old age, then basically they are going to die. That entire data basically is dumped in the Earth planet. So somebody told that basically that planet basically which is getting created, that the data basically which is getting processed, that everything basically somebody is trying to create in this planet basically. So that is basically correct or wrong basically. So few people told that that is correct. Few people told that that is 100% wrong. Why? Because the data basically which is going to come to our planet, that is supposed to integrate with universe first. So somebody basically might be thinking up to more advanced level basically. So he will start preparing that data in Earth planet only. But that is very dangerous thing. Why? Because that data is connected to universe and then lots of process is happening basically. After that only basically the after that only the data is coming to Earth planet. So just a minute. So you can just imagine basically up to what level things are basically connected. 1% of the suddenly basically in Vadodara city, earthquake basically happened. So how basically that happened basically? Then 1% told that yeah, earthquake basically is connected to which chain basically. The child process basically is happening. That data is created in some of the buildings and cities. Young age data, old age data, after death data, death data, then 1 lakh year old data. So from where basically in that entire creation basically the earthquake data is happening basically. And what is earthquake? That basically everybody knows. Stable data, that is not non-earthquake. Unstable, that is earthquake. So from where basically the earthquake is happening? Yeah? That is question basically. Yeah? Which all are the metrics basically? So lots of earthquake metrics basically we saw, right? Basically, one person basically gets problem, this, that, each and everything. One example I have already taken just now. Basically, one person eye basically is getting damaged by Vadodara city. His head is also getting damaged by Vadodara city. But control is basically happening from Mumbai city. So Vadodara city will end basically. Plus Mumbai city will also end basically. Why? If that person basically is very powerful basically. But if he's not powerful, then basically Vadodara city will not also end, and Mumbai city will also not end. And they will keeps on damaging head, keeps on damaging eye. This connects to India उनके बाप का है basically. There is one basically dialogue basically. हिंदुस्तान किसका है basically? हिंदुस्तान तुम्हारे बाप का है. So this connects to that only basically. हिंदुस्तान उनके बाप का है मुंबई का. They keeps on damaging eye, they keeps on damaging head. Why? Because Hindustan उनके बाप का है. So one person told that this everything basically you told basically, that is basically one perfect data science project, and this required lots of analysis basically. Lots of analysis basically is required here. So it's a huge future of data science. So somebody has created the data science and data analysis now basically. He know the future basically. According to that only basically he has created everything. And he know that basically it's a digital world. And according to that basically the data science is going to grow. And lots of R&D basically of the formula basically that is there. For example, just a minute. One person told that, yeah, AI project basically, have you seen basically AI project? Then one person told that in Vadodara city, he basically entered car. The display of the data is like this. This car basically will be going to sell from this area basically. Lots of. So from this area, lots of people are going to purchase the car. From that area, lots of people basically are going to purchase the car. From this area, after certain back time, basically the people are going to purchase the car. The range of the budget basically of these people basically would be like this. So this all is what basically how from where basically the AI started basically. That you think basically from where basically the AI started. So this is the best example of AI project. And like this basically lots of project basically are created in the world. So this is the best example of AI. Inside this basically the data science also basically comes. Data analysis also basically comes. Data scientist also basically comes into the picture. So data is the basically everything basically. So one person told that earthquake is going to come. That is basically connecting to what data basically. Then one person told that I think 50,000 year age basically old person basically is connected to this earthquake. 1 lakh year age basically person is connected to this earthquake. 100 year age person basically is connected to this earthquake. 500 year age group basically is connected to this earthquake. 1 lakh year age person basically is connected to this earthquake. 90,000 year age people basically are connected to this earthquake. So this is what basically. This is the layer of earthquakes basically. The Bangalore building example we have already taken, right? 1,000 buildings are controlled by the Microsoft Energy. But Microsoft Energy is connected with some certain level of age people basically. And he connects to 1 lakh year age. But so that building basically is containing 1 lakh year age people energy also. So that is very. One of the person told that this is the best way of creation, or basically you have to segregate the age data. That this country, this state basically can use this all age data for the earthquake not supposed to come. So which is the best way basically? One of the person basically asked the question, which is the best way? Because you can't predict which is the best way. That is the very dangerous point basically which I have told just now. So for that also basically you required one project, that which is the best way. And in this basically I told that basically that state basically required this all energies. This all energy means 70,000 age people basically data will be the upper level. After that basically the lower level data basically comes 60,000, 50,000 like this. 50,000 year old people. So which is the better way basically? This way, that way, this way, those way, which way? So that is also one of the data science project, and that also basically is the biggest project, because that from that basically you are controlling the entire future of that city only basically. That city is going to connect to 70,000 year age people data. That is the upper level data. So according to that age data only, the entire human needs are going to dump into that city. Water, foods, buildings, then each and every clothes, electronic items, each and every data basically are connected according to that 70,000 year age person's data. So this is not basically very perfect project basically. So one of the person told the world is created like this way only, but you the project is not there basically. The project basically is not there with the software industry basically. So that also basically is required. So just a minute. Till now till then basically till now basically we discussed lots of things. One of the person told that yeah basically lots of things basically we also don't know basically, which we have discussed. Till now basically whatever things basically we have discussed, in that basically lots of things we also don't know basically. So see basically this song basically which is connected to the Bollywood industry. Why? Because Bollywood industry basically say that basically we know everything. So this was that song music. So one person told that Bollywood industry also basically know lots of things. Bollywood industry also basically know lots of things. So one of the person told that Bollywood industry basically is created from Bengal and earthquake basically connected to Bengal. So one of the person told that Kolkata people basically know lots of things basically because they basically have the control of entire Bollywood basically. They have the control of entire Bollywood basically. That means Kolkata people basically know lots of things basically. Kolkata means Subhash Chandra Bose Netaji group basically. That means they know lots of things basically about this planet and they have created the world basically. And the world will end basically. This group will be responsible. So here basically we are not responsible telling that basically world will end. So world will not end soon basically. Why? The process is ongoing basically. In that process basically anybody is going to end the world basically. The universe group is going to end the world basically. But if they feel basically something basically wrong has happened, then basically they will end. But wrong basically how basically the wrong will happen? That is also a question. Why? Because the data basically which the 100 crore child is going to happen basically, which the 100 crore child basically is going to have that ideas that are coming from the universe only basically. From universe only basically, you just have to collect the data basically. That's all. That also basically you can't do. Then basically one of the universe person told that basically एक काम करो भाई पैकअप कर दो वर्ल्ड का. If you can't do that much thing also basically world basically, then what is the meaning of world basically? Yeah, basically. That much only you have to do na basically. You have to collect the data and segregate the data. That's all basically. But here also basically lots of people say that this person basically will not good. This person is good. This person is not good. They basically do the tech mark also. Basically. How? Through DDT ka injection basically. That means the 10 crore doctor basically is going to become the basically that they are basically doing the trademark basically that this person can become doctor through injection basically they literally basically dumps that and tell that basically इसको डॉक्टर बना देते इसको सॉफ्टवेयर प्रोफेशनल बना देते. That means the planet which has created there basically the ideas which has generated there 10 crore basically doctor has generated there that data dumped into the earth planet entire world basically created according to the process basically. So one of the person told that world basically is going since yeah basically 5 crore 10 crore year basically. Then how this data is getting sending receiving basically how the process is happening here basically because they are sending up to 100 year only basically up to 100 year only basically they are sending the data. So how this magic is happening here basically 5 crore chain basically how it's getting ongoing basically. This 100 crore child basically which is going to happen basically that basically is dumped into the lava with the help of this 10 crore project and then basically they are going to come to earth planet according to the condition which is given. Then basically again the idea basically connects to their body basically each and everything basically the magnetic effect is that DTT ka tika. So like this basically this is basically happening for 100 years. So how basically the 5 crores from 5 crore basically the world is ongoing. Since 5 crore, the world is basically ongoing. Since 5 crore year, the world is ongoing. Since 5 crore year, basically, the world is ongoing. So since 5 crore year basically world is ongoing, yeah, basically. So क्या है मतलब where is that data basically, yeah? Since basically 5 crore year basically the world is ongoing basically. There might be one place basically, right? On the base of that, till 5 crore year basically the world has moved safely basically. So one person told that basically where is that area basically? We want to see that area basically. We want to see that area basically. We want to see that area basically. So where is that area basically? So one person told that that basically might be secret here basically. Even basically the Earth planet and the even the nuclear power company also basically might not be knowing. Few people says that it might be in jungle. So jungles are basically getting fire. Few people says that basically it might be inside the sea water. So sea basically deep sea swimmer basically is coming and basically they are searching lots of things. Lots of people say that under the land basically lots of cities basically might be created. From there basically this 5 crore data basically might be coming. Few people says that that tree basically you can see from that trees basically group basically the 5 crore data basically are coming. So the trees are basically getting fire. One person told that with that light basically you can see which is coming basically in the earth planet. That is 5 crore data. Then they basically started tracking the that light data also with the help of sun solar system. So up to what level the research basically is ongoing to track the thing basically up to what level the hard work somebody is doing basically. So just a minute. Somebody is trying to track this 5 crore year. Since 5 crore year the world is ongoing, what is that energy basically? Lots of people say that inside sea water. Lots of people says that in mountain. Lots of people says that within inside the land. Lots of people says that light is there basically, which light basically comes sometime basically. Some body is basically there. Some body is basically 5 crore year old. That is basically in Earth planet somewhere basically. That basically is giving the energy to the Earth planet. But what is the right way? But something basically is there. On the base of that, the world is ongoing smoothly basically without any error basically the world is ongoing yeah basically that is impossible yeah basically that is matlab you can say that is a magic thing basically how basically the world is going so smoothly basically yeah huh? That is not basically magic, it's a magic basically I'm telling you basically because world can't go so smoothly basically that means something basically is there in this world basically which is controlling the entire world basically. For this basically lots of movies are created. They have asked the question also basically that if anybody can track this question. So one of the person told that for this basically lots of things basically are done research. So sun solar system is also one of the research basically. That means one of the person told that Bollywood group basically asked the questions right in the form of song in the form of movie. Somebody gives the answer in the creation basically. That means some Bollywood group is creating the world or basically more. Some Bollywood group is basically creating the world or not. It's like that basically. That means Bollywood group basically have the control of lots of things basically. That also you can say na basically. If you are displaying the movies according to the movie, basically you are creating the world. According to the movie creation, the future are basically getting created. That means Bollywood group basically are controlling the world basically, and having the creations according to the plan basically. That is basically so the movie basically you can say that is a project management plan. It's one plan basically, and that plan basically is getting on paper basically, on picture basically of the world basically. That is the creation. The sun solar system basically is one of the creation. Basically. If I say like this basically, then it would be 100% correct or wrong. It would be 100% correct. So one of the person told that who are the script writers basically because they are playing very dangerous role basically. They are playing very dangerous role basically. They are writing the world basically, world creation basically. They are actually writing here. They are writing the world creation basically. So they are basically who are they basically? Just wait. So one of the person told that who are this Bollywood group here basically, or basically they are just in front basically. Somebody else is basically playing everything basically. Because whatever the in front of the world basically, that everything is wrong basically. That everybody we everything basically we know. But this basically it's very difficult to track also no, basically. That Bollywood is creating the world basically. It's very difficult to track also. How you can say that basically on the base of certain movies, the sun solar system is created. Anybody can track this basically. From which movie the sun solar system idea basically came into picture basically. Because there is one movie basically that I 100% can tell basically. So whatever invention, whatever creation, whatever basically the research which is happening basically in this world, that for that basically the project management plans are prepared. So the project management plans are a movie basically. So the producers are there, directors are there, the actors are there, actors are there, side effect basically are there, side heroes basically are there, villains are there. They are actually doing what they are basically. That is very dangerous thing basically. Actually, they are doing what basically? They are basically doing the plan basically. But that plan basically somebody is executing on the paper basically. That is through creation basically. The sun solar system is the best creation basically. Somebody has done that basically. Sun solar system basically is one of the creation basically that somebody has done basically. So Bollywood group basically are project management plan group basically. Then who are the directors basically? Then one of the person told that the sun solar system basically who basically has invested basically. He is basically one of the producer basically. That also you can say basically. That also you can say na basically. So the person basically who is into the creation of the sun solar system, he is connected with one of the producer of film industry. That also you can say. 100% you can say here basically. Why basically you can't say? You can say 100%. It's like that only basically. So one of the person told that somebody is trying to capture lots of thing of the nature basically. That nature is 90,000 year age basically somebody is having. 1 lakh year age also basically somebody is having. So he's trying to capture that basically. For example, in Vadodara city, on the base of what layer basically the Vadodara city is created. Is it 70,000 year age person basically energy? Is it 80,000 year age person's energy? Or basically it is 90,000 year age person energy? And to capture this everything basically, he has created lots of creation also. One of the creation is sun solar system. One of the creation is sun solar system. So one of the sun solar system also you can say. So one of the person told that it's a huge dangerous creation here basically. Somebody has created the planet ideas, environments, everything basically into Earth planet creation basically. So the 100 crore child which is going to come na basically, that rehearsal basically they have done. Energy basically they have collected. Energy basically is dumped into that environment. That energy basically is connected to Earth planet through nuclear power company, energy company, everything basically the power company the world has created. From that data basically the 100 crore child is getting the data basically. For that basically banks everything basically comes into the picture. Because without banks everything basically the investment basically all will not happen. In this basically the software industry everything basically came. Creation happened basically. Creation is doctor basically. How basically the doctor think. Doctor book is created. Doctor is reading. The doctor energies are coming from that thousand cities. MBA books are created. MBA books basically are reading. The MBA books basically are coming from the ideas are coming from that thousand cities. For that basically lots of creation basically has filtered. Lots of things basically has done. So this everything is what basically. That means somebody has created lots of things basically. Then one of the person told him, he has created everything like this only. Then why basically the war has started here basically? What is the reason behind the war basically? That means something basically wrong might have happened. Or basically war basically literally basically they started a war only basically. That. There might be some reason basically behind the war basically. There might be some reason. And here the one of the person told that why basically in India the war is not ongoing basically. One of the person asked that also basically. Because India is not in the earth planet. India is not connected with the USA. India is not connected with the Russia. India is not connected with the Ukraine. India is not connected with the Italy. India is not connected with the Dubai. India is not connected with the Saudi Arab. India is not connected with the Bahrain. India is not connected with the other country where the war is happening. Iran, Iraq, everything basically. So how basically everything is basically handled? One of the person told that ये तो मतलब business हो गया है basically. This everything basically somebody has converted into business basically. Everything has converted into business. But every time basically you can't do the business here. I will take one example. I went to Mumbai. I basically not got the job. So somebody told that basically तेरे साथ किसने business किया है? Somebody has done business with you basically. But basically who can do the business here? Basically? Somebody might be getting profit basically. So profit basically on the base of what basically he is going to get the profit. One person told that basically somebody has handed your generation and he basically is very happy basically with that. So just for that happy basically, he's supposed to be happy basically. For that basically he can end anybody's generation basically. And nobody's asking for nobody basically is the nobody's there basically to ask that person basically why basically to your happiness basically you basically ended Sunila Nair basically generation. Why you have done that basically? Just for happiness basically you have done this basically. So that basically you should be happy. So in next video basically we are going to see little bit more about this.